Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing Leetcode's problem number 3, longest substring without repeating characters. Given a string S, find the length of the longest substring without repeating characters. Pretty simple, I think. They give you an input string here, and which has multiple duplicate characters, or it could be an empty string. Yeah, I believe the length could be anywhere from 0 to 50,000, and S could be anything between letters, digits, symbols, and spaces. Okay, so they basically want us to return the length of the longest substring. So in this case, it would be 3 because ABC is seen here like twice to be the longest substring, right? And then here B is just a substring of 1. Again, here with 3, and then return 0 if it's an empty string. So I think what we want to do first is just keep a map of all the unique characters, and then we're going to want to keep the max length. So initialize that at 0, and we're going to want 2 pointers to kind of keep track of this substring length, right? Or as they would call it, like the sliding window technique. So you want to keep a window of the length, right? With 2 pointers. So one at the beginning of this window and one at the end. So here I just like to call this start. And then we're going to start iterating through this string. So for let end equals 0, end is less than string dot length, end plus plus. And so that increments through or iterates through the whole string. And then I like to say let last char equal s at end. So that's our current char. And then we want to check if we have the latest char in the map. So if it's undefined, we want to just set it in the map and initialize it to 0. And then right after we initialize it, we want to just increment it by 1. Okay, cool. And then what we want to do is, since we're just incrementing by 1 each time, we're going to reach a point where one of the characters are going to be a duplicate. So in this case, once we reach this A, it's going to add 1 to the map at A. So then A is going to have 2. So while map at last char is greater than 1, we want to start decrementing from the map at the starting pointer until we reach all ones again. So we want to say let's first char equal s at start, and then we want to just call that, so map at first char and decrement it by 1 and increment the start by 1 too. And then once we get back to all ones, we want to recalculate our max length again. So max length equals map.max between the current max length that we had. So every time it's going to reassign this max length once we do all that logic, and then we're comparing it with the current window size. So n minus start plus 1, since these are just pointers at indices, and you're just going to add 1 for the length. And then we return max length. And I think that should be good. Let's try it out. Cool. So another way you can do this is instead of saving the count of each character and incrementing by 1 each time, you can actually save the index, and it'll save you having to go through that while loop and just kind of already updating the start instead. So here in this case, once we reach this B, once we reach this A, right? So say we go here and then we update start to be here. But we reach this A and we have A in the map, but it doesn't matter because we're going to push the start to the max between this start and the start of the next character of where we last saw that, right? So that position would be here at this B, but we don't want this B because we're at this one currently, right? So that's why we kind of assign it to the max. And so this start would be here, where we're currently starting. And so we say, okay, so then map at that last character, A, is going to equal end, which is here. And then we reassign, or we update max length again the same way, and we return it. And yeah, these two methods would give you the same complexities as well. You're going to have a O of n time complexity, since we are just looping through a for loop, but we're also checking each character again here in a while, so that would be 2n or just O of n. And then space complexity would just be O of k, since we have a map and we're storing k number of characters in that map. Cool, so thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave a comment, and yeah, please like and subscribe for more.